Hey everybody, it's Barbara Schwartz. How are you doing? Today is day 5. It's a milk day for me. If you've been following, I started with a milk day on Monday so that I set myself up to have veggie days this weekend. Now, obviously next weekend won't be the case, but that's okay. I just knew that I was going to have a lot of time at home this weekend and chance to play around with recipes and again, more time with my family. And it's helpful to start out to be on veggie days. So today I had a really busy day with shipping. Thank you. We love when we have lots of orders and that keeps us busy all day. But really because of it, I drank water, I drank tea, and all I've had so far was basically a very large cup of coffee with about 6 ounces of milk. So to round out my day, because I want to make sure I get my protein, I'm going to make a milkshake. Now, I'm not overly hungry, so it is okay if you don't use your full allotment for the day, and I won't get my allotment in. I'll probably be close. What I'm going to do, a little bit different than what's typically posted, is I'm going to use 8 ounces of whole milk. But with it, I'm also going to use, to start with, a tablespoon of yogurt just to thicken it up a little bit. And I love vanilla milkshakes, so I'm going to use vanilla extract, and I'm using Swerve. Oop, there we go. Swerve natural sweetener. So I'm going to give this a shot. I haven't had that opportunity to kind of do this one-handed, so let's see how this goes. So I'm going to show you, I've got all my ingredients laid out. I've got my whole milk. I am lactose intolerant, so I use lactose-free milk. I happen to love this, even though it's not officially organic. It's without growth hormones, etc. So it's a local upstate farm, so I love that. And I've measured out 8 ounces. I'm using Nature's Promise organic, you can see, whole milk plain yogurt. And I've got some pure vanilla extract. And as I mentioned, the Swerve sweetener. So those are, oh, and I have a bowl of ice because I'm not sure how much I'm going to use. I'm going with the smaller 16-ounce cup. I'm using my NutriBullet. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour in the milk. And again, I'm doing this one-handed, so let's see how this goes. I'm going to just take a heaping teaspoon to start of yogurt, and I'm just guesstimating. Oh, I have to, let's see if I can do this. Didn't think to open the vanilla before I started. Okay, there's where we're working. So I don't really get precise with my vanilla. I just, as I mix it up, I can always add some more. So I just pour in a little bit. I am going to have to put, let's see if I can do this. Maybe you can see me while I'm doing it. I am using the NutriBullet as a stand. So I'm just going to open the 2 packets of Swerve, and I'm going to pour those in. You can put this here and you can see. So I'm just pouring in my Swerve. And then to start, I'm going to go only part way up with some ice cubes. Go. And then I am going to put on the blade. And okay, now it's going to get loud, so I'm going to put it on and step away so we can keep talking while it mixes up. So I'm just using the crush mode. I'm using the crush mode because of the ice cubes. So it's going to go on and off a couple of times, but you can see how simple it is to make a milkshake. And I just adjust the texture, the taste. I'm going to taste it in a minute and see how I like it. I might add some more ice. I might add a little more yogurt. Might need some more sweetener. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to step away while it's mixing to talk to you for a minute. So, you know, I wanted to talk to you about challenges. Look, I'm human too, and we often do things absent-mindedly, but also sometimes with awareness and this inner child struggle. When we're feeling temptation, sometimes it's because everything we're doing is having a conversation in our head. And as my father, Dr. Schwartz, always says, you need to say things out loud. Things aren't real until you say it out loud. And I have to tell you, sometimes when you say it out loud, you realize how sometimes even absurd what's going on in your head is. And I'll give you an example. Earlier today, my daughter is remote learning, and she works upstairs and I work downstairs. And sometimes she likes to have a snack. She usually keeps a cup of Cheerios around as a little snack. So in between classes, if she's a little hungry, she can pick on some Cheerios. So she forgot to take the cup up. So I'm taking the cup of Cheerios up to her and I'm thinking, oh, just one. Oh, I could really crunch. Oh, I haven't had a Cheerio in so long. Just one. What would be the harm of just one? And this is what's going on in my head. And I'm battling going, no, you're doing AccuWeight. Don't be ridiculous. And I'm going, but just one. Just pop one in your mouth. What would be the harm of one? And this is all going on in my head. So I'm walking up the stairs and out loud, I actually said to myself, I want one Cheerio. And as I said it, I laughed at myself. I'm like, okay, so I want one Cheerio. What's one Cheerio? Ridiculous. That's so silly. I can wait. I'm, on a good track. I'm in the zone. Today is day 5. As of this morning, again, the first few days, you're losing water weight, you're losing bloat, but I'm starting to get into fat burning mode. And as of this morning, since Monday, I'm down 4.5 pounds. And, more importantly, the bloat is definitely gone. I don't know if you can see, but I got some wiggle room back in my jeans. And that was bloat. And it's so good already to feel that. I know in the next few days, I'm going to start to feel it really in my body. And I'm so excited about that. I already have more energy and I'm feeling better. And that in and of itself is not worth compromising. But again, I'm human. I was tempted by those Cheerios. But by having a conversation out loud and actually like looking at the Cheerio going, I really want you, but I'm not going to have you because I'm not going to cheat on myself. And that in and of itself made me laugh out loud and without hesitation handed my daughter her Cheerios and was able to walk away. And then I came downstairs and again, it was before 12 o'clock, so I wasn't having anything dairy yet. So I made myself another cup of tea and just enjoyed that. And so no cheating and I'm feeling good. So sometimes it's as silly as, you know what? Yeah, talk to yourself out loud. I'm going to try putting the phone down again and let's take a look at how my shake is shaping up. So it is a little bit watery, maybe a little watery. Oh, it tastes good. I wouldn't change anything on the taste. Actually, maybe a tiny drop more vanilla, and I'm going to give it one more scoop of yogurt again. I didn't go near my full allotment today, so I'm going to put in a couple of extra ice cubes, and let's see, that might overflow, so let's see how that goes. Yep. Woo! We have a fun overflow. So you just have to have fun with it, right? Be willing to make some mistakes in the kitchen, and that's no big deal. Okay, so we'll clean that up after. Let's just make sure it doesn't get the machine dirty. And I'm going to blend it one more time, and then I'll share with you my lovely shake. So I think what I'm going to do this time, so it doesn't get too watery, is I'm just going to use, again, instead of the crush, I'm going to use the pulse function, and let's see how that goes. Okay, so let's see. And again, for me, it's more about the taste and having that, getting my milk in for the day. So I've got my protein and my mouth is happy. So I'm going to put that down again. So I've got 2 hands. So here we go. Oops, because that is all the way to the top. And I'm just going to pour it over to a glass. It's more like a thick milk today. Sometimes it's thicker. This time I used the smaller mixing cup, so I didn't have as much room for as much ice. But it actually, as you can see, it's a lot bigger than the 8 ounces of milk and the 2 scoops of yogurt that I put in, which also makes it more satisfying and it stretches out your dairy day. Actually, To drink it consistency-wise, it's a milkshake. And it tastes delicious. And now I'm gonna go relax and enjoy, because as you know, I'm a big believer. When anything's crossing your lips, you better be engaged, otherwise it's wasted. So I'm gonna go and go relax and enjoy my milkshake and close out my milk day. I don't typically post on Saturday in observance of my Sabbath, so I will check in again on Sunday. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and let me know how else I can help you be set up for success. Let's keep doing it together. Take care.